Hello everyone, my name is Saurav and we will be going live within some minutes as soon as everyone join. Okay, so here we there. Hi everyone, so we'll start our lecture now. As it is everyone know that it is amazing to understand or learn about the machine learning. We have heard about so much things, so much type of languages that how it's going to perform, what is going to happen, and everything. Even a scientist bit amazes us about the machine learning because machine learning is something being used into daily life. It's not just an industrial application, but the application uh, which comes around us and help us to understand those things. Okay, so as we were familiar with the different libraries of some of different days. Okay, but how these libraries are actually relevant to every only machine learning? Only those libraries are some of the libraries that you are not the part of machine learning, but still they need to use from external part. So one of them library, famous library as we go, is known for OpenCV. Many of you students are the students of colleges. Okay, so what you are going throughout this is that throughout these cases that you are trying to have a much more innovative project as follows. So you may come up with the cameras, Raspberry Pi cameras, and you require to use OpenCV or something. Why OpenCV I prefer? If I get like there are, if I go just a live procedure, and if what this OpenCV is, OpenCV stands for Open Computer Vision by Python. Open Computer Vision by Python. And if I just go around with a different different other games or other type of OpenCV, so there are more computer visions, more computer vision, more computer vision, just like libraries. If we talk about more computer, see, ByTorch, DIB, Point Cloud Library, Cod, Halcon, Shogun, OpenCV. These are some of the computer vision libraries that people use. But the Python in OpenCV in Python has been widely used as it is open source and it is the simplest form to learn. Though the others are not that hard, but the people have been using OpenCV from very long part, and still Python OpenCV has been showed a tremendous achievement in Python. One thing I tell you about that, though Python is OpenCV Python is a bit slow in Python. OpenCV Python, right? Why I'm taking as OpenCV Python? Because OpenCV is not only made, it's not something which can go with every language. It's not a standard. So there are different packages or different libraries to install within the OpenCVs, right? So we are talking about the library which is for specially made for only for Python, which is named as OpenCV Python. OpenCV Python only simply named. There is no nothing about going there. So you have a different tool which work according to them. Some of the only working with JavaScript, and some of the working with only C and C++. As the OpenCV is so standard, or you can say so better, that we are using this OpenCV at the highest level of understanding towards the bitcom format. But the one by one, as you move forward, you will understand how it's supposed to happen. Okay, so ByTorch, DLIB, uh, Point Cloud Library, Accord.net, Halcon, Shogun, artificial neural networks are some of the computer vision libraries that you can use. You can go throughout the net, and you can and still you can find more and more different time which works according to your language, or which language you prefer. Okay, so as we move further, we can see now I'm gonna talk about you OpenCV. I won't lie, some of the slides are from YouTube, some of the slides are from different areas, but that's how I learned too. Okay, this is not something I have been learned from the chapters that were in my colleges. No, I have learned from YouTube, Google, and trying to use so many of reference book courses, standard for university, and though this is basically a Google only itself. So there's so much all internet stuff I've been made into in my brain, and my working experience made this OpenCV more and more intellectual, and more better as well. So as we are talking about OpenCV libraries, there are much more greater libraries to understand. So we have created a whole new internship, 21 days learning internship, where you can go and learn about machine learning, TensorFlow, and deep learning libraries, as well as what they are consequently used in an industrial level. Okay, why TensorFlow is a different? We have created a course because TensorFlow is a type of library. It's a first of one type of library which has used as wide as a Google, those open source libraries is been used by a Google itself. Though they pay extra, TensorFlow get paid extra by the Google itself, because it is one of the firm where the Google Pay, or you can say, I talk about the Google. Different sectors have a TensorFlow at the highest level. The mathematics within the TensorFlow is so commercial, or you can say it's so easy to use, that it could not be denied by using those type of genius open sources. Okay, so OpenCV Python by I don't do that much thing. Let's go on to intro. What is the introduction of OpenCV? OpenCV is an image processing library created by Intel and later supported by Willow Garage, and now maintained by ITZY. Okay, available on Macs, Windows, and Linux. As you know, Python works on all three, so they have available the OpenCV Python version of Mac, OpenCV Python version of Windows, OpenCV Python version of Linux as well. Okay, and this is really important to understand which environment you are working. So that's how the OpenCV will be installed within it. Okay, if you are working on Anaconda, if you are working with PyCharm, every prospectus or every environment has a different way to installing the packages. Just installing a packages within a command prompt won't make it to the up to your software. It has to be some other way to install. Okay, if you are using Anaconda prompt, that's fine, then everything will be installed in an Anaconda environment. But you won't able to use anything if from in PyCharm if you have once installed something in something in Anaconda, because it will be totally related to the Anaconda, in which will be created a virtual part for them. Okay, OpenCV is an image processing library. That's understand this thing, image processing library, available on Mac OS, works with C, C++, and Python. Open source and free. Open source and free. Even the scientists do use this OpenCV still for making this high level prototype purpose, because open source of OpenCV is so easy to use that it could be faster compiled and could be created a wonderful out of that. Okay, I'm not telling that others are good, but but OpenCV Python is still one of the best one can come up with. Okay, so easy to use and install. That was my point. I was talking a whole about this. So the image versus matrices. One thing you need to understand how the image is been read, how this computer vision works. Though you will know the coding part, but you need to understand, as my every lecture I say, you need to understand the backstage part, what is going around the backstage. Though you are watching the play is very beautiful and it's very successful going without any of consequences. But if you don't know about the backstage property, if you don't know have handle to backstage, then you won't able to perform at front, because that's how it works and that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, so if I'm talking about behind the stages, that means that we are gonna talk about the detailed version of how these computers or web camera look at the face and how take them as a data in the form of data. So if I'm talking about a particular image, just like there is an image of Lena, there is an image of Lena. Lena.jpg is very mostly used for study purpose and education purpose. You can find this on most of the YouTube channels. It is very common. Okay, it has been very common and been used for several years as well. Now, can you see the other thing just beside the Lena? Can you see that just beside the Lena? What is that? Can anyone tell me? Okay, so let's just not waste the time. It is a matrices. What is it? It is a matrices. It is a matrices. I've said this 3 times to make you understand more and more clear. Okay, just go on with a one factor at a time. 62, 79, 23, 109. Can you imagine what are those numbers? Okay, don't take it in a much. We will go step by step at a time. Okay, now whenever you go at a shop, you have your phone, right? So you compare some of your phones with other phone. Like you compare your J8 phone with some of the S9 Samsung S9 phone of Samsung. So you find some of the difference, because there is a difference in price as well. S9 supposed to be sold in 58,000, and whereas J is supposed to sold in just 18,000. That is a difference of 40,000. How much? 40,000, and within that 40,000 you can buy two more J8. But still, for buying a for a buying a for buying a something like S9 or S9 plus, you need to pay 18,000 plus 14,000, maybe 58,000 for that. Why there is a difference? The difference is the resolution. The difference is the resolution. I won't go in the features of other, but I'm talking about, as you can see the camera, what are both difference is the resolution. As I zoom, as I have mobile, I will keep on zooming, I will keep on zooming, I will keep on zooming till the end. How much I can zoom on your mobile. Take one picture, any picture you like, and just zoom it, keep on zooming it, keep on zooming it. Okay, now can you see those who have excellent phone uh, like Mac or like of Apple or any other Samsung flagship phones? Then just you go and touch and just see the phone which is beside you, or any other from that. Okay, when you see that, you can check how the resolution is different, because the pixels per inch, where we are talking about the PPI, which we talk about per pixels per inch, doesn't satisfy me. Okay, that doesn't satisfy us. 62, 79, 119, 120, 104. Those are the number of pixels. Those are the number of pixels. As you keep on zooming, you will get one square bracket, and that different square brackets throughout the picture. Different square brackets throughout the picture, and within that you have to click, just you can just zoom up, and you will find that box doesn't have contain 30-40 colors. It contains only one color at a time, only one color at a time. What does that one color means? What does that one color means? That's a combination of three colors. How many colors? Combination of three colors: red, green and blue. That one pixel is made by combination of three different color in a different order, just like 10% of red, 10% of blue, and 10% of blue, and 30% of green. What does that make? What does that make?
Closing stock.
And if I add some of more, then it will be continue with the sum of the color. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna perform the accuracy, or you can say we are gonna perform experiment on the molecular level, on the molecular level. Okay, we are gonna decrease it as soon as possible. Okay, so can you see this RGB, three different words? Red, red, okay, RGB. We will go to RGB again, and can you see there is a one more type of it, which is known as black and white picture. Which type of picture it is known as? It's known as black and white picture. Okay, it is known as black and white picture. That black and white picture is been showing that a three different color could be created. We could create a thousands and whole world colorful, and but without those three color we will have only one scale of color, which is black and white. If the 0 is considered to be the lightest color, then the max, which is 255, is considered to be as the darkest color. Okay, the same goes with the red, same goes with the green, same goes with the blue. The lightest one will be the 0 of color red, and the darkest one will be the almost dark red, which will be the darkest red. A G stands for the lightest green, and we always have the greatest green as well. So same, so these three have a different property, but they need to work together, otherwise it will be one sided. If there is a no red color, and there will be a green and yellow color only, green and blue color only. So with the green and blue color you won't able to make any type of different parts. With a, yes, with this different color, these three different color, you will have to compromise with the colors, and you won't able to see through true nature if any one of the RGB will be absent. But in a scale, can you see these three, does it affect much? Though the first one look like a white parrot, and the others two look similar, but why is the first one is look at different? It's a time that we have taken to take a picture. Can you see, are they both are the three different pose? Can you see? So the ducks are in different pose. Okay, so that's how it's been working. So before going to the deeper understanding of NumPy as I'm talking about, just see one more same example, that what I may make you understand about this. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to just take one picture, as in like a human eye. We'll take one picture. That picture will be captured into our brain. What is happening? Process is happening, and something we are gonna remember. Okay, now next move. Let's look like a computer. A picture will be taken by a webcam. A picture will be taken by a webcam. Webcam could be anything. Totally depends on you. Okay, that webcam, as soon as that webcam captures a picture, it doesn't see in a picture, but with the help of OpenCV, it will see look like a data. It will look like a data. And that what is a data, what we are talking about, we are talking about the data of each pixel. We are talking about the data of each pixel. Example 1260 into 720p. 720, this is the size of my image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that image and convert that every pixel into a particular number. What I will do, I will convert every picture into a every pixel into particular number, and I will save that number in a matrix form. What I will do, I will save that number into a matrix form. Okay. Clear everyone? Anyone have a doubts? So can you see now what has been happening over here? We will be having this three different scale, and that pixel is being taken as in a form of data. As the pixel is been taken in a form of data, what will be happen next? The data will be saved somewhere, as it is, as I told you earlier. Now now for, as we know, that if one pixel has a different color, how many color does he have? How many color does it have? Any color, but only one type of color. And that color can be made by how many different type of color? RGB. So whenever we are making any type of color, with the help of this three color, we need to take a track, like from 0 to 25, 0 to 255, 0 to 255, of three different scales, and we need to take a number, and according to that number we have to make mathematics and make it and we have to have a three different numbers for one pixel. If we have a three different number for, if you have a three different number for one pixel, so if the photo of the pic or a picture or image, whatever, it's of 1.3 megapixels, so how many number of data it will be? It will require a 3.6 megapixels. What is a mega? 10 raised to 10 raised to 6, 10 raised to 6 megapixel. Okay, so this is not good. That you need to store that. If you want to state just one image, then you have to write a matrix of almost having almost 3.6 megapixel. So is this right? So for the deduction, what we did, we created, we tried, what we tried to do, we tried to convert our image, our colorful image, into black and white image. What we are going to do, we are going to convert our colorful image into black and white image. Okay, and that time we will have only one scale, which is 0 to 255, and it will be white and black. From 0 to 255 it will be white and black. Clear everyone? Okay, so as we move in a move forward, so the number that we are having in a pixel, it will be as we have changed from color to non color, which is black and white. So we can change from black and white to color as well. We have that type of capacity and coding, where from for just for the purpose of doing work, or just a purpose for just pre-processing or processing, or having mathematics on a picture image data, we do those things to convert it into the simplest form, which is black and white. And after that it is converted into, after that it is converted into what? Into proper data. Okay, into proper data. So that's how a computer sees, and how the OpenCV helps. Now what is a numpy? What is a numpy? A numpy is a highly optimized library for a numerical operations. For what? For numerical operations. Array structure is an important pixel digital uh, images array a 2D a 2D arrays of pixels. All the OpenCV array structures are converted to and from NumPy to and from NumPy. You can use more convenient indexing system rather than using for looker. Okay. So as I told you, I read the whole point together because I don't want a disturbance at those moments. Because OpenCV says NumPy is supposed to be one of the most trustworthy trustworthy part where you can rely totally on something where you can get a part working job and all. So that we are talking about. Okay. So NumPy is highly optimized library for a numerical operations. If you want any numerical operations, then you can go to NumPy. Uh, NumPy has one specialty that it doesn't go along with others. It just do this work and just leave it. Okay. Now array structures because of use digital intelligence array 2D arrays of pixels 2D arrays of pixels while play two arrays of pixels. All this the all open series. हेलो मैम हाँ क्या ओके मैम हाँ क्या ऐसा लग रहा है क्या ओके ओके मैम sorry there is a disturbance within I think so there is no voice is been coming over. Please anyone unable to connect chat. What is the numpy if I try to check it again? Just increase the value. Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello, hello, hello. I'm checking this. Okay, so I will move forward for doing this work. Okay. So as OpenCV array structures are converted and to form a NumPy arrays. As you know, OpenCV has been worked. OpenCV is like an image that we have used. Okay, with the help of OpenCV, we converted the image into the data form. A computer cannot do that into the form, or it can be saved into the data. But we are using as a variable. So we need to convert that OpenCV into the particular form, so that the data is been given into the form of numbers, and that numbers is been used by the NumPy to work accordingly. Okay, so you can use a more convenient indexing system rather than using for loops. I think so there is a problem within a sound because the sound I'm getting is very laced. I need to check the file. Okay, the voice has been coming, so it feels like I'm sleepy. I don't know what's happening. I think there is a problem within a software or a mic. No, I don't think so. Mic, it's mostly be the audio setting that I need to check. The delays are not. I mean, I thought the delays will decay rate, fast funds, meters. It's also everything has been set to the default. Okay, so no issue. Everything is been sent to default. So we try. Let's see if any problem. Then we will move forward and try to do everything together. Okay. Hmm. So we were talking about the NumPy, and we almost ended it that by using a OpenCV array structures. We are gonna use we are going to use NumPy for our numerical, because as soon as we converted our image into the form of matrix or in a form of number, because matrices are nothing but are just a two-dimensional numbers. If you use then the numpy comes into the picture, and all the cases or all whatever the pre-processing is done is been done by the numpy. Now understand the strategy of OpenCV, or we can say the working of OpenCV. The image as taken as simple as a camera, though a camera saves the image in a form of data as well in a memory card. Okay, now we need to draw that memory, or we can say we need to draw that data into form of some number. So with this has been done by the OpenCV takes a picture, and that picture is been taken by it's been taken by a code in a form of data. How it can be taken in a form of data? With the help of OpenCV, converting every pixel data into particular number. Okay, every pixel data into particular number. If that data has been converted into a particular number, then what happens? As soon as they convert it into a particular number, they shows their property. They has been converted into a particular two-dimensional array. What they are converted into? Into two-dimensional array. As soon as the two-dimensional array is created, now those array what we are talking about, they were not any strings, they are numbers. Their colors are being converted into numbers. Every color has a number. Maybe there is a slightest very slight change within the color, but still that color has a number. Maybe 169 is a number, and the 170 is a number. 170 is a number. Both are different color according to the computer. 169, 170, both are a different color according to the computer, because maybe it's very easy or hard, depends on how strong your eye is. It's very hard to understand the very low level of very low color, just like from 160 and 170 they almost resemble same, but according to the data it should be different. So we take everything in a matrix form. Now whatever has been happening, the processing stuff we are doing with image numbers. We are doing with the image numbers or a data that we have got from the image with the help of OpenCV. From a pic, we have reduced our form again and again and again, so that we can use with the help of NumPy. We can use that image of data and we use wrap it around in the part and use it in a different manner. Understood everyone? Clear the part? Okay. So now how we'll move further, that this image is been processing. Now the image, as we can you see the numpy, the same way happens with the video as well. Whatever is been happening with the image into a simple image happens same with video, but it is a lot faster, because videos are nothing but the fast looping into the image, fast looping into the of fast looping of images. Just like we talk about 30 frames per second, 120 frames per second, that means we are taking pictures, but they are running so fast that it seems like a video, or it seems like a something. So the whatever the processings that you are doing at the image level, same happens with the video. Just you need to use a while loop or something that which can be done, that exercise can be done continuously. Clear everyone? Now what is been matching stuff and all around the pre-processing stuff is a whole long story that we can do with the data. As soon as we get the data in a rawest form of image, you can do any type of project or any type of processing that has been happening. Though there is a no need of you to take any picture, you just need to type a code. you need to install OpenCV, you need to type a code, you need to create a variable, you need to convert into one form to another. But there is nothing that you will be doing. You won't be looking at the pixel. You are and you need to take it down, you need to derive it and bring a number within that all thing will be done by computer itself. I'm just trying to say, as you will know how this works, then it will create a more increasing, or you can say more simple version to understand. Make Okay, so for reading an image, for loading an image, we have three different type of images. How many type of images we have? Three different type of images. One stands for loads a color image. What does it do? It loads a color image. What is the second? Loads in a grayscale image. Grayscale we're talking about. We are talking about the grayscale image. So the color image 0 stands for grayscale image, and the image as such as including alpha channel. The alpha type of images, okay, or you can call as inverted image in the sense something inverted image like a negative, like a negative you have within your hands, you have to use in a that form. Okay, so loading a image in a color, loading a image in a grayscale, and loading image alpha, these three types of different type of images has been given. One really important part, that the OpenCV is just with the help of OpenCV you can make your own editor. OpenCV does not only provide you to read the image, but it does provide you a very different types of libraries and tools to take it over. Very different types of libraries and tools to take it over around there. Okay, that's how it's supposed to work. So now -1 loads image as including alpha channel. So now with not only with, so as I told, not only for loading images in a data form, but it also helps the images, or you can say the it also helps other form to convert into another area. Okay, now as I you can see, it's been showed, we have seen this, it's been working now. So the image is grayscale and totally depend on what type of scale you can do. Understand whatever in the world, or you can say any type of project you make. Whenever you make a project, try to make a big project into divide into smallest form. The computer do the same thing. Computer do whatever the computer that we are talking about. This is the fastest computer, this is the coolest phone, this is the coolest gadget. Everything is happening is in a very minute level, and a very minute level where even you cannot see. Does it look like a rocket science, but it's a very minute itself. Just to study that miniature level, it requires a bit skill, as the size we are considering and as the size that we cannot see. Okay, it does requires a particular skill, but as soon as we understand as soon as we understand everything, it will be more easier to get the project done in the simpler form. Okay, if even images that we are talking about with higher resolution images, edited image, and even movies are nothing but a simple binary converted images into the form of color part. That's all, they are nothing more than that. Okay, if you can make a changes at that level, at that part of changes, then you are able to make any type of editing, or make any type of images as it particular you want to be. Okay, so here I end the lecture of this images. Last 5 minutes, as you can see it's almost 5:10. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. If you have any type of doubts, you can ask me, you can comment, and we will tell you. And now tomorrow, please everyone try to come, because as can you see that tomorrow we will be doing OpenCV practical versions. What we are going to do, OpenCV practical versions. And as you can remember, we were talking about our project, or you can internship of 21 days. That's really important. Please everyone check about those 21 days, what a syllabus are. You will find the syllabus are comparatively very cool and very still more than any other courses provided by the foreign university as well as the universities provided by in our India itself. Okay, this is a startup, so we are not trying to we are not trying to thug you or anything. We are trying to make everything as soon as available within your age or within your command. Okay, so please try. I won't be like that I will be teaching you everything in a deepest manner, but I will teach you enough you to understand that how it's been working, how it's been used, and where it can be used, so that in future you won't get any type of problem. Okay, cool everyone. So thank you so much everyone. If you still have any doubt, you can comment, and we will try to tell you about, and we will try to comment, or you can try to answer. Thank you so much everyone to watching this.